Okay, we're back. This is again your professor, Danny Raneta Cabulay, in the course Recruitment and Selection. And we are now in week number 4, doing the third video. And we are on the topic Curriculum Vitae, a powerful tool in recruitment. Okay, so we're continuing on with the body of a CV. Still part of the body of a CV is career history. What is in the career history section? Basically, this is a chronological order or in reverse order of your experiences, work-related experiences, from the latest to the earliest. You include the position title, the company, the inclusive period that you have served the particular companies you were employed, a brief description of your key duties and responsibilities. Not the job description, just a one-liner perhaps. Ano bang ginawa mong trabaho sa company na yan, dyan sa position na yan? Yun po ang nilalaman ng career history. Kaya kung nagkaroon ka na ng 10 trabaho, then enumerate mo yung 10 na yon in that fashion. Okay? From the latest to the earliest. Okay? Now, another part of the body would be your important achievements or accomplishments. Ano bang nilalaman nito? You can put in this section all your academic honors and scholarships. Then, the awards that you received and your recognition, yung mga certificates of recognition that you received. And also, if you've had some outstanding projects na marami ang pumupuri at naging tanyag yung mga projects na yon, it's good to put that under important achievements or accomplishments. Okay. So, what are the things you need to avoid when you talk about your career history? Ito yung mga hindi natin dapat nilalagay sa career history, ha? Avoid showing gaps or too many gaps in your career history because you will have to do a lot of explaining during the interview. Halimbawa, you are 30 years old, pero yung nakalagay na sa biodata mo, parang 2 company ka lang nag-work, tapos 3 years experience pa. So, nasaan yung 7 years na nawawala? Okay? Siyempre, graduate ka at age 21, na-expect natin you have 9 to 10 years of work experience. Bakit 3 years lang? So meron tayong gap na 7 years. What were you doing during those 7 years? Of course, pag sinabi mong wala, tambay ka lang, nasa bahay ka lang, komportable ka lang sa bahay, wow, that's a negative impression you're giving to your prospective employer. Chances are, hindi ikaw ang pipiliin. Kasi you're giving them the impression that you are tamad, you're lazy. Okay? So avoid gaps. You have to explain bakit wala kang trabaho ng mga panahon na yon. Could be that you were sick, or maybe you went to the province, you traveled, or you were doing business, or maybe you're back in school, nag-aaral ka uli. So wag lang yung idle. Let us not project idleness in our biodata. Another thing that you should avoid in the career history section, avoid including employment stints that were problematic or very controversial. As the recruiter and employer will most likely do a background check. Bakit po? Halimbawa, meron tayong naging trabaho na tayo ay nasisante, natanggal tayo kasi nasangkot tayo sa isang anomalya. Kasalanan man natin o hindi, wag na natin ilagay sa ating CV yon. Kasi pag nandun yon, tapos nag-background check yung employer natin, makikita na may ginawa, nasangkot tayo sa kalokohan at hindi maganda ang magiging imahe natin. Chances are, hindi natin makukuha yung trabaho. Or kung makuha man natin yung trabaho, tapos later on, nag-background check sila, pwede tayong matanggal because we lied. We lied in our biodata. Okay? So, wag na tayong maglagay ng mga doon, ng mga controversial na mga, parang hindi ka na lang nag-work doon kasi makakasira sa record mo yon. It's not good. Okay? Kalimutan mo na. Patawarin mo na ang sarili mo. Okay? Number 3, avoid citing employment stints that were extremely short. Yung mga nagtrabaho ka lang ng 1 linggo, nagtrabaho ka lang ng 1 buwan, that doesn't count. Walang value yun. Tatanong pa yung employer mo, bakit ang iksi naman ito? Baka may ginawa kang kalokohan o baka may nangyari. Okay? So, unless these positions are project-based na, it's really, you were hired only for 1 month. Or baka talagang contractual basis lang siya. Or there is a justifiable reason for the short duration. Like you had an emergency. Okay? So, those are the things you need to avoid in putting entries in your career history, ha? Huwag masyado madaming gaps. Huwag maglagay ng mga controversial na mga naging trabaho natin. At huwag tayo maglagay ng mga sobrang iksi lang. Okay? Now, still part of our CV, the body of a CV, is continuous professional development section. Ito po, nilalagay natin dito yung mga seminars na inattendan natin. Kung napakarami, piliin na lang natin yung mga pinaka-importante at magagandang seminars na sa tingin natin makakatulong sa atin para magkatrabaho. Pangalawa, yung conferences, conventions, baka meron kang inattendan. Pangatlo, mga training courses. Okay? And then finally, yung ating extracurricular activities. Kung ikaw ay naging officer sa mga organizations, naging leader ka, ano yung mga organizations na sinalihan mo sa community, mga affiliations, memberships, sulat mo lahat yon. Makakatulong yon. Pinapakita niya na ikaw ay you're a very sociable person, you're a team player. And then competition. Sumali ka ba sa mga competition? Kahit hindi ka nanalo, okay lang yan. Kung nanalo ka, ilagay mo yung prize mo. Kung finalist or second place, first place, or you were the grand winner. Okay? Community service. Kung meron ka mga paglilingkod sa simbahan, paglilingkod sa community, sa subdivision, sa neighborhood, magandang ilagay yon kasi that's a plus factor. It shows your love for country and love for humanity. And finally, you can also put, your travels, kung ilang bansa na yung nabisita mo, mga hobbies mo, yung mga importanteng hobbies. Huwag kang maglagay na hobby ko, sleeping and eating. No. Ang ilagay mong hobbies doon, if you have some collections or maybe you love film criticism, you love to watch films and then you criticize the films later. So those are examples of hobbies. Okay? Internet research is a good hobby. Okay? Lagay mo internet research. Yung pala, nag-chat ka lang. And then, other special interest like gardening, or cooking. Yan yung mga magagandang mga ilagay natin sa Vitae kasi makikita nila na, masipag ito, marami siyang talento. Okay? So, we are hired because of all our gifts and talents. Okay? And you want to project that kind of image to your future employer. Okay? Now, the last part of the CV is references. So, references, maraming klase yan. Meron po tayong 2 kategory. Mainly, work reference at saka yung character reference. Work reference, kung tayo nagtrabaho na, yan. O kaya tayo naging working student, so yung ating former superior, maybe a manager or a supervisor, or maybe kasamahan natin sa trabaho, a colleague, office mate natin, o kasamahan natin. Hindi necessarily a superior. At pwede rin nating ilagay sa work reference yung former client or supplier. Kasi kung minsan yung mga suppliers at clients natin, customers, nagbibigay sila ng magandang mga references sa atin. They are a good gauge of how we work. Okay? Binibigyan tayo ng pananaw. No? Nakikita natin kung paano tayo makitungo sa mga suppliers, sa mga customers. Yun. So it tells a lot about how we work in a company. Okay? So pwede rin silang reference. Okay? Now, yung pangalawang klase ng reference, yung character. Dapat ba nakamag-anak natin ang ating character reference? Not necessarily. Although in some cases, sabi nila pwede daw. No? Pero mas maganda kung hindi na lang kasi usually pag relative, nagiging biased. Okay? So, sino ang mga pwede nating ilagay na character reference? Pwede po yung former teacher natin. Okay? Huwag mo na ilagay yung dean o yung presidente ng school. Kung kilala ka, okay. Pag hindi ka naman kilala, wag. Yung iba kasi mahilig maglagay ng mga sikat na tao, ng mga matataas na katungkulan, like mga senator, mga congressman, mayor. Hindi naman sila kilala. Okay? Nagpapasikat lang. Wag po ganon. So we have to mention the people who really know us, yung talagang kilala ang ating ugali. Okay? Like our former teacher, maybe our school guidance counselor. Yan. Kasi minsan yung mga guidance counselors, kilala tayo niyan. They go to the classrooms and meet the students. Okay? Community leader or neighbor. Yan, pwede po yan, mga kapitbahay natin. Kaya huwag natin awahin ng kapitbahay natin. Okay? And then, religious leader or parish priest. Yan, pwede po yan kasi kilala naman tayo sa community, tayo nagpupunta sa simbahan, ayan. Okay, here is your question for this segment. I want you to enumerate 3 persons you would like to put in your own CV as references. Kung papipiliin kayo, siguro 2 character reference, 1 work reference. Pero kung kayo naging working student, maganda kung 2 work reference at saka 1 character reference. Bahala na kayo sa combination. 3 tao na kilala kayo talaga, paki-enumerate nyo nga sa comment section sino sila. Ano ang kanilang pangalan, ano ang kanilang position at yung kanilang kumpanya, at ano yung relationship nila sa'yo. Ayan. So, bibigyan ko kayo ng score based on what you write in the comment section. Okay, for this particular segment. Okay? By the way, nakikita nyo sa background kanina, may maingay, ano? Those are my dogs. Okay? Mamaya, papakilala ko sa inyo sa last video natin. Yung video number 5. Okay? In the meantime, dito na po nagtatapos itong section na to. Tapos, papunta na tayo dun sa last section natin. And we will be finishing this week with this video. Okay? So, stay tuned. Meron pang isang video. Okay? So, please watch the last video. Okay? Bye!